Good afternoon and welcome to all the course coordinators and the course participants. So I hope you have enjoyed the last four sessions on GPS, differential GPS errors, receivers and S-bus. Now today we have a very interesting lecture by Sri B.D. Bharat, who is along with me, and he will be touching upon the latest advances in the mobile mapping along with the basics of the mobile mapping which we are doing with the help of GPS. So again welcome you, and I hope you are going to enjoy this particular lecture also. Thank you. So I will hand over the mic to Sri B.D. Bharat.
Thank you, Mr. Astush. Very good evening to you all. I'm Bharat, and today's lecture will be on the mobile mapping. What we will try to cover, we'll just give you an overview of what is mobile mapping, what type of instruments are available. With a small, I'll just show you what we have some instruments for demonstration for you. We'll show it to you here, and followed by some case studies where people have used this mobile mapping for different exercises. Okay. In this screen, you are seeing some mobile mapping units. One on the left. Yeah, one on the left here. This is a small handheld unit. We call it mobile mapping unit. So what I am showing you here is also the same thing. That is the same mobile mapping unit. What we have shown in the picture there. So the basic advantage is even we do get, we can take the GIS data to the field. We can go for the verification, updation, creation, and all these things. But the slight disadvantage is being a very small one. The display size is slightly small, but the advantage is it's not very expensive. It is slightly very cheap. Like a mobile, you will get at the price of a mobile. That is the good thing. Like this, you do have other instruments, which we do have. One is this one. HP also was making this one. This is called a Mayo unit. Like this, we do have one more unit called Trimble. We do have one instrument of Trimble. This is called Trimble Juno SD. So there are a lot of companies dealing with this. So we don't need to look all the models or companies. Basically, we'll see how the one works. So rest everything works in the same way. So like this is one more, and also we do have one more unit like this here. This is a SX Blue GPS receiver. Basically, you will be surprised to see where is the display here. So there is no display here. So it has a Bluetooth connectivity. So this you can display in any of the units which has the Bluetooth capability. Either this unit, even with this unit also you can display that. Otherwise, even with a laptop also you can display it. So this has a SBUS capability. That is a Gagan capability. This receiver is having it. So like this, we do have a lot of instruments slightly. And now if you see this instruments, the display is slightly small. That is the slight disadvantage here. But this is not very expensive. And we do have some more models. Like in the other screen, what you are seeing here. On the top left, you have one unit called Trimble Yuma. This is also a mobile mapping unit. So this is the same unit. Yeah, Yuma. So the advantage here is this has a display of 7 inches. So 7 inches means the display from diagonally is 7 inches. So you can display your maps easily. So this is the big advantage. So only thing, it is nothing but we are carrying this is a small computer. We are carrying a computer to the field for database creation, updation, and all these things. Also it has the connectivity. You can put your mobile SIM here so that you can communicate to your server, update the database in the server itself from the field also. That is also possible. That we will see. So this is of a Trimble. So like this, you do have some more units. What you see on your screen on the top right, you do have Leica. This is called Xeno 10 and 15. These are the units. Again, this screen is out of 3.5 inches display. One is in landscape, one is in portrait. So this is also slightly high-end receivers. You will get better accuracy. Again, you should be able to pay for more. The cost will be more. If you are ready for that, you can go for a models like this. Otherwise, you can go for a low-end model where the display size is slightly smaller. So even you can use using it is also nothing but a mobile mapping. So what you are going to have your cameras here, and the street view picture is taken, and again this is nothing but the part of the mobile mapping here. So there is a lot of advantages using the mobile mapping. What exactly it is, we'll just go through that. Yeah. So what is mobile mapping? What is the use of it? Basically, earlier what we were doing when we want to go to the field, we used to take a plot of that map, we go to the field to locate ourselves in the field. So that is a slightly cumbersome and even a disadvantage. We are not able to carry our GIS to the field. We can't zoom in. The map is of a fixed scale. You can't zoom in, zoom out. If you want to see more detail or if you want to see the attribute of it, you will not be able to do it. But the good thing with mobile mapping is you can carry your GIS data to the field itself. So you will copy that GIS data, the vector database which you have created to any of the mobile mapping units. What we have shown is it a big one or small one which you can carry to the field, do the map updation, and if you want in a real time you can update the database to your server. How do you do it? Because you have the internet connectivity with the help of the SIM which is available here in the mobile mapping units. You can update this into the server. Otherwise you can come back to your office or to your college, then update the database. So you have to synchronize the database gets updated. So basically what is doing this mobile mapping, or also called mobile computing, is bringing a fundamental change in the way of utilization of geography. That is, what is geography? You are going to look at the people, you are looking at the environment, everything. So with the ability to bring with you and interact directly with the world around you, that is the biggest advantage. So what is there in this mobile mapping unit? This mobile mapping unit comprises or integrates three emerging technologies. One is the lightweight hardware. So lightweight hardware means when I say this is a lightweight. In fact, you are carrying a computer itself to the field. That is the biggest advantage. So whatever you want to do, you can do that in the field itself. No, if it is expensive, you can't bear it. So you can take a small units like this, which is a handheld units, which you can copy the data to the field. I'll show you some screenshots of from the same mobile mapping unit, which we have in the subsequent slides. So, and coming to the applications where you can use it. So this also has a GPS. So mobile mapping unit means there are three techniques. One is the hardware. This is a lightweight hardware because this is a computer which you are carrying to the field. Also the GPS. Every mobile mapping unit has a GPS inbuilt in it, and also the wireless communication. Wireless communication because it has the, you can put a SIM here, you can that directly interacts with your servers. Otherwise, if you have Wi-Fi, you can communicate with the Wi-Fi. If you have Bluetooth also. All these things has this capability. That is the biggest advantage. And where are the applications of this? Basically, you can use it in the street sign inventory. So basically, somebody, you must have heard in Delhi, they have created electricity distribution network for the whole city, whole Delhi, all street poles to the transformers up to the house levels, everything has been done. So that means a lot of field data has to be collected. So that you can use the mobile mapping units to update straight in the field, so that your database becomes final in the field itself. That will become the biggest advantage. So you can use it also for the street sign or the power pole maintenance or the meter reading or road pavement management, military field work, mineral exploration, habitat studies, toxic inventory, crop management, property damage, assessment, estimation. So this is not the end of the list. You can make a list, whatever you, so you can use it in the urban planning area, you can use it in the water resources, agriculture soils, forestry applications, marine sciences. So you can do in all the fields wherever you want. This is very much required. So this becomes the big advantage because you are trying to carry the GIS data to the field itself. That is what it is. How do you carry the GIS data to the field? So now this mobile mapping unit is having a GIS software also in this. So that is the biggest advantage. Basically, you have the GIS software called, something is called the desktop GIS, what you know, ArcGIS or ArcView or ADAS Imagine. All these softwares, either it's a raster based or vector, but both has this capability of GIS. So this is nothing but a desktop GIS. So this, you can have it in your office or your college and you can do your GIS database creation and analysis. That is nothing but the desktop GIS. And another is internet GIS. Internet GIS means you are not having the GIS software. So on the server, the GIS software is there. You are going to send a query. You want to locate how many hotels are there within the buffer zone of 500 meters. You can make a buffer distance of 500 meters and you can try to find out how many, which is the nearest hospital. Or you want to travel from maybe one place from India Gate to Lal, Red Fort. So it will start showing the shortest path. So that is also using a GIS software, but this GIS software is residing on the server. So that is called the internet GIS or web GIS, you call it. That is, and the third part is the mobile GIS. This is nothing but what we are going to put the GIS data onto the mobile and go to the field. So this is the big thing. So what is happening with the technology development? Basically, the hardware is becoming small and small, more powerful. GPS is becoming more powerful. Wireless communication has coming more powerful, like 2G has come, 2.5G, 3G, 4G has come. Because of this, even you can get your raster data from the servers also. Maybe you have to have the Bhuvan data at your back of your screen. You can put it. Only thing you need an internet connection. So it's slightly more bandwidth is there, maybe 3G connection. If you put it, you can put your Google or you can put your Bhuvan maps at the background. Even you can digitize the database there itself. So all these things, it is possible. So the list is endless. Wherever you want it, you can use it. For example, somebody water supply, there is a problem in some wall. So the field person will go there, take a picture, and he will send the picture straight to the server. Somebody, the engineer sitting in the office can have a view. What is the problem? Then he can guide him what he has to do. So he can do it in the field. Again, he can update. So the database becomes updated also in the field itself. So, and even they can, and also this mobile has a voice capability also. In case required, the engineer can speak to the field person on the mobile also. So the applications are endless. People can use it. It is left for you imagination to how best you can use it. Okay. And what are the technologies that led to mobile mapping? First is the satellite mapping. That is the remote sensing and GIS. So you have remote sensing is becoming very powerful. More, you have a lot of tools for analysis that is making it more powerful. Also GIS is also coming. And the satellite mapping, you have the high resolution data. You have 60 centimeter data, Cartosat 2 data of 1 meter data is available. Also, you are going to get Cartosat 3 series data, which is having a 25 centimeter resolution. So the data will become more huge and it will be more useful for the mobile mapping exercise. Next comes the satellite data, and that is the remote sensing and GIS. The technology improvement is very much useful for the mobile mapping. Also the personal navigation, that is the GPS. So earlier we had GPS. Now we are also having GLONASS. Galileo is coming into the picture. IRNSS is coming into the picture. So the solutions, you have a lot of solutions available. Even SBAS like Gagan is available. You can use a lot of this for your mobile mapping exercise. This receiver, which I was trying to tell you, that is the SX Blue, this has a Gagan capability. So after some time, you will have, ISRO is going to launch that IRNSS series satellite. Totally, the constellation is full. Even you can start using the IRNS data for your mobile mapping exercise. So like this, and this third thing is the internet mapping. So for internet mapping, you need the computers and you need the communication thing. So from computers, we have come to the tablets. From the tablets, we have come to the PDS. What is PDA? PDA is nothing but a personal digital assistant, which we call it for nothing but the mobile mapping unit. And even in the mobiles also, we do have the, you can do the mobile mapping exercise. Any Samsung phone which has an Android based thing, which you can use it for the mobile mapping exercise. Even there was one exercise which was carried out called Manu, that is mapping of neighborhood of Uttarakhand. So after the Kedarnath flood, it has decided to map where exactly the damage has happened. So I will just show you one slide how this has been used in the Manu project also, and maybe in some other lecture also you will know more about the Manu thing. So it is not only that, because the remote sensing is there, GIS is there, GPS, computers, mobiles, everything is there. So it has become a multi-platform, multi-sensor integrated mapping technology, and this has clearly established a trend towards fast geospatial data acquisition. So that is the multi-platform, multi-sensor integration. This is very much useful for the mobile mapping. Also the increasing use of ICT, internet, wireless communication networks, and recent advances in sensor networks further enable to transfer and process data in a more efficient manner. As a result, mapping has become mobile and more dynamic. So that is nothing but the mobile mapping. So finally, to conclude, I'll just say that the development and advancement of mobile mapping was primarily driven by advances in digital imaging. Digital imaging means this satellite data, that is nothing but a digital imaging. Whatever the picture you are taking is nothing but a digital image, and direct georeferencing technology. So all these things has led to the mobile mapping, and day in and day out, the technology is improving, and only thing it is left for the user how best we can use it for different applications. Okay, so what is mobile mapping? If you want, it is nothing but an individual while on field or mobile which receives information about the location of resource or the emergency services in addition to his position information at server side, utilizing wireless positioning technology and ICT technology. This is called the mobile mapping. So in mobile mapping, we mean that we are going to collect geospatial data using mapping sensors that are mounted on a mobile platform. So there are some sensors mounted here. There are some sensors mounted on a vehicle. Even you can put your GPS receiver on the top of your car, and you can travel, and even you can do the mapping, that is the line features you can do. So basically in the mobile mapping, what we are trying to do, we are trying to map the point features, the line features, and the polygon features, whichever it is required. Point can be a tree, it can be a point. Line can be a road, can be a line. Electrical line can be a line. Water supply line, it is a line. All these are line features. And the polygon means it can be a land use, or it is a building footprint map, and all these things are the land use. So polygons. So basically we are trying to map point features, line features, and polygon features with the help of the mobile mapping. And we also call it a personal digital assistant, and as I told earlier, it integrates the GPS technology with the mobile GIS software. So basically we can't have the heavy GIS software on the top of this instrument. So the GIS has to be a smaller, lightweight one. That is what we call it, the mobile GIS. And what exactly it does? It creates the data, the point, line, polygon map which you want to create, you can create in the field itself. Also, if it is there, we can read the data, and if some updation has to be done, we can do the updation. For example, a building is there. Earlier it was working as a residence. Now it has changed into a commercial land use. That you can do the updation of the features. And other thing, earlier the plot size was bigger. Now it has made it, this size has come down because the plot has been divided into two. That you can do the updation in the field itself. We'll just show you some exercise, small exercise which was carried out for Gurgaon in the subsequent slide. So that is, you can update the GIS data directly in the field. And it can be augmented with the wireless technology because it has the connectivity with the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, as well as SIM which you can put it. So directly you can communicate with this wireless technology. Okay, because you will not be able to see this picture very detailed. The same thing which I am trying to show you, slightly I have taken a picture of it. You can see here, this is the touch screen. Basically, because it's a light and a low-end solution, this screen size is smaller. But if you are very much, you want to do a very detailed mapping, slightly you have to go for a higher-end receiver like Trimble, Yuma, or Leica CS25. It has a 7-inch display. 7 inches means 7 into 2.54 sizes is the diagonal size. Your map size will be slightly bigger. So this is the screen, and you have the Bluetooth indicator, because Bluetooth means you can synchronize with some other receiver also. That is the advantage. So basically you can integrate these two. Basically this instrument and this instrument, you can take the data from this and display gets, you can get the display on this instrument. So otherwise, even any Bluetooth capability instrument, you can use it to synchronize it. And also you do have a GPS here. Can you see here? I'm just pointing it out. There is an antenna. This is nothing but the GPS receiver. The only thing, this is a slightly low end receiver. So the accuracy will be slightly lower, but if you want good accuracy, you should go for a slightly higher end model of a mobile mapping unit. And this has a touch screen capability. Also, it has the phone functions, which it can be used to even for speaking to the field person from the office. Also, at the back, if you see, there is a camera here. So you can take the picture at the field itself, and even you can geotag. Means you are taking the, you are not going to the field itself, you are going to take the picture of it, and you are going to geotag that picture to the particular feature. That is the geotag. Also, it has a memory slot here. You can see this memory slot here. You can put a additional card here so that you can store your raster as well as the vector files here. But only thing is, it can't store very huge files. So slightly that becomes a limitation. If you want huge files like Cartosat data or merged data of LIS4 and Cartosat1 data merged, or Iconos or QuickBird data, then slightly it is very difficult to copy the whole data here. Otherwise, you have to cut it into small tiles and then do it. Otherwise, if you no, I don't want it, I want the whole thing, better you carry a unit like this. Which will take the whole data, even in the, it has a hard disk even up to 120 GB. Directly you can copy the data, whole data of the satellite data here itself, and you can use it in the field directly. So this becomes the big advantage. Okay, and other thing is, you can even directly charge when you are moving. Also, you can charge from your vehicle itself. So that becomes an advantage, because this doesn't have a very good backup. But this sort of instruments easily will give you 8 hours backup in the field straight. Okay. Okay, so now just to sum it up, what is mobile GIS software? It is nothing but a GIS software like ArcGIS, which you use it on a server, on a desktop. ArcGIS server, you use it on a server. Like this, it has something called ArcPad. So that is the software, ArcGIS, mobile software, mobile GIS software from Esri company. So it is easy to use, lightweight, low-cost solution for taking your GIS to the field. So that is the basic thing. You are trying to carry your GIS data directly to the field. That is the thing. Anything you want to zoom in, zoom out, anything. And other thing, once you display the image, you are not able to identify where you are standing. Activate your GPS, so it will show where you are exactly standing. So that becomes an advantage. So the GPS point will come exactly on the top of your map where you are standing. So that becomes an advantage. So what are the advantages? It is an efficient data creation and updation. So you can create the data, either it can be a point line polygon, and also you can do the updation. For example, earlier the road was smaller, now the road width has increased, so that attribute you can do that, increase that attributes you can change in the field itself, and you can readily access the GIS data. So it is not only that already, so the best way is it's not advisable to create all the GIS data in the field. No. So best way is you use your satellite data, create the most of the data there it's in the lab or your office or college itself, copy the data, vector data which you have created, go to the field and do the updation, and any new changes which has come, that you can do the updation. So that should be the basic objective, but not the whole mapping in the field. If it's a small area, then you can do for the mapping in the field itself, but it's for the whole town like Delhi or Dehradun, whole town carrying out with mobile mapping, it doesn't serve the purpose. But the good thing is, if you want to locate, for example, street poles, for example, electricity street poles, so that is not visible on the image. That sort of thing, you try to create your road network, then the points, that is the street poles, you can try to take it from the mobile mapping unit from the field. That is the way you should go ahead. And the input comes from the GPS. So because all the mobile mapping receivers has a GPS, which has a different capability, either you can have a GNSS type of receiver, that means both it has a GPS as well as the GLONASS, or you can have L1 plus L2 type of receiver. So it depends on what is the accuracy you want. So higher accuracy means the cost will become slightly more expensive. So the input will come from the GPS and directly it will become a vector file for you. So, and real time you can upload it. Whatever the data you have created, you can upload to the servers, or you can download through either wired or wireless sort of wireless devices. Wired means either you have to be on the network. Wireless means either it can be Wi-Fi or it can be through mobile SIMs. These are the good advantages. And what are the disadvantages? We don't say it is not. There are some disadvantages like processing speed and time. If you take a small unit, the processing time will be more. This is because this is a small unit. But if you take a slightly Yuma tablet or like a bigger one, in fact, it is like a tablet PC, which you can have slightly higher processing speed, and the data display will be faster, and the data storage also has a slight disadvantage. So this is a disadvantage. So only thing we should be concerned is when we are going for the mapping exercise, we should be cautious regarding the speed, data display and the data storage part. Okay, there are a lot of softwares like ArcPad, QGIS, there are a lot of softwares, and there is one software called SuperPad. This is a low-end solution. This is not an expensive thing. This is a SuperPad software. So there are a lot of functions available, and all the softwares, either it is a ArcPad or SuperPad or QGIS, anything, most of the functions will be available. So like what are the functions? You can display your map. You can, the map functions of display and query. You can display your map, and even you can query. For example, you want to locate a road by name Kalidas Road. You can locate, you just search road by name Kalidas. So automatically it will search. Whatever you are doing in a GIS in your college, the same thing you can do. That query sort of thing, display will be there, and you can edit the thing, and you can retrieve the file, and even you can export or import the layer. So you can, from here you can, for example, this SuperPad saves in geo format. So from geo you can export it to shapefile. From shapefile you can import, and even you can convert into KML file. All these things is possible. Also you do have the GPS orientation and navigation is there, because every mobile mapping unit has a GPS. Also you can set your waypoint means you want to travel from one point to other point. You set it as a waypoint, and then you can use it for the navigation. Because it's a GIS software, also it has the coordinate system. You can use the coordinate system. I told you it has the camera, which you can use it for the geotagging. You can take the picture and you can link that picture to that attribute. Also you can do the customization. So in fact you want to add some customization, you can do it. This is what it was done in Manu project. So they have taken Samsung Android based mobiles. With that itself, they have used for the mobile mapping. So some customization has been done. And basically, when you go for this, you should be cautious what type of vectors and raster layers it will support. Image data means raster layer, vector data means what type of vector data. So this SuperPad supports vector layers like Geo. Geo means this is the native format of it. Shapefile, it is the S3 format. MIF, MapInfo format. DXF, this is the AutoCAD data exchange format. All these things it will support. These are the vector format. And in case if you are not having the particular format, just you can import from to your whatever the requirement it is there. Sometimes you can import, sometimes you can export whatever as per your requirement. And coming to the raster data, what type of things it will support? Master set it is supported, ECW, LAN, BMP, GIF, PNG, JPEG. All these things is supported. And in the PC you do have some more options. And also the GeoTIFF is supported. So if GeoTIFF is there, most of our requirement is served. Also, it has the OGC standard, supports OGC. OGC means Open Geospatial Consortium. So it supports the OGC. Also, it has a good user interface and environment. This I will try to show you in your next slides. Yeah, this is one thing which I will try to show later. Yeah, this is the how the screen will look like. So I have used this unit, the same mobile mapping unit. Once you display here, you can see here, this is the screen which will come here. So this is nothing but the SuperPad, which is nothing but a mobile mapping software, which is there, which initially when it opens, it will come like this. And once you start here, there is a small, if you can see here, there is a GPS, a satellite picture. This is not GPS link. Once you activate this, so immediately it will start. GPS is open on COM4. It is the port where it is open and it is showing it 3D. More than 4 satellites are coming, so that's why it is showing as 3D. And the PDOP, it is showing 0.8, and you are going to get your latitude, longitude, and height. All these things you are going to get this. And speed and it is showing as 0 because we are stationary. It is being shown as speed is being shown as 0, heading is shown as 0. But if you are moving, you will get your speed and heading also. So then, and this blue color shows these are the number of satellites which are visible, and these are not, we are not getting the signal from this satellite. Maybe we are in urban area, some trees are there that is making the hindrance for this sort, and here we are trying getting the satellite. So this is how the screen looks like. Now the coming to the picture, if you see the screen and the second line, these are the menu bar where you can use it for the mobile mapping. So when the first button, the yellow thing, this is for the creating a new file, like any MS Office or any other GIS software. You do have the same button thing. So, but there is a small arrow. Once you open it, you will get scroll down by. So you can scroll down. There you can say you can create a new file or a old file, or you can call back a old file, or you can. So all these things it is possible here. This is nothing but for the creation and opening of the files, and this is for the layer management. You want to add some layers. Remove some layers, this plus symbol. So this shows the layers, adding, deleting the layers. This is the layer management, means one layer you want to take to the top, one to the down, or something you don't want to be visible. All these things, these are the settings available. And this thing is the button where you can zoom in, zoom out, full extent, map to the full extent, all these things you can show this. And this is for going to the previous extent, and this is for searching this. You want to search some attribute, you can use this. This is for the measuring, this is for the refresh. Like this, basically in the mobile mapping software, you do have these buttons, what you find in the general GIS software. These buttons, you can use it for your particular thing. Maybe you're adding the layers and all this. So this is how you are going to use this. And this is one software called SuperPad. I'm not going to very much detail for any software. I'm just giving you an overview of this. If somebody is interested, even you can get a trial version of this SuperPad and you can install in your systems and you can have it. You can try that. So this is called the SuperPad. Like this. Yeah, this is another software called QPAD. So this is developed by ISRO with support of some SGL. Basically, if you see here, this is the on the left what you are seeing initially, the first screen what you will get it. This is the QPAD with the ISRO logo. ISRO has developed this software. Basically, being this mobile mapping softwares are slightly expensive, so just to have more usage by the general public, so that's why ISRO has developed this QPAD software. If somebody is interested, you can just let us know. We'll just try to give you more details of the QPAD. But what basically I wanted to tell you, so this is the first screen, and after that what I tried, I just added here, there is a plus button here, can you see here? So if you add, you can add the layers whatever you want. I just added one small map of one town called Nahan in Himachal Pradesh. This is the map, land use map of Nahan. I just loaded here and tried to fill the full extent. So that's why this image is coming like this. And now this is nothing but this button. So this is for the adding layers. And the second button is for the layer management. This is for the next is this satellite picture which is shown there. This is for the GPS thing. If you want to activate the GPS or the stop GPS, you can use this. And this next thing is for the settings. This is the pointer. You can increase. The last one is for the increasing the brightness. And the second line, if you see here, you do have the zoom in, zoom out. This is for the full extent. This is for the identification. This is to find, that is search for something, go to the previous extent, and the next bar is to find the attributes. And the last line, if you see here, this is nothing but the whatever features you want. You want to create a point feature. The first one, this is nothing the point. The second thing, which I am showing you, the red thing, mouse pointer. This is for the creating the line. This is for the creating of the polygon. This is for the vertices, and this is the next one is for the editing the vertices. Like this, all the attributes, whatever you are whatever you use in the GIS, in the desktop GIS, same buttons you will try to find it in this mobile GIS software also. So this is the another software called QPAD. This is second one, and I'm trying to show you the third one. This is called the ArcGIS Mobile. Earlier, excuse me. Earlier it was called ArcPad when it used to support for ArcView. Now with the ArcGIS, it is called the ArcGIS Mobile. So the same thing, you can display. I try to display the same ArcGIS Mobile from this PDA itself. This is small small PDA. So first initial screen you will get it like this. This is the ArcGIS Mobile of S3, and now the 10. And later I try to display some map. This is a word map of Dehradun which I try to display here. So this is what it happens. Either you use the SuperPad or QPad or ArcGIS Mobile or nothing but this same software, mobile mapping software. Functions, whatever you saw it in SuperPad is available in QPad, it is available in ArcGIS Mobile. Basically the support given for the some rasters and vectors slightly changed. More or less everything has the import and export options. So there is nothing to worry. So one software, if you learn mobile GIS software, everything others will look more or less on the same line. This is this third software. Okay, and once you have this data, then you can host your data on ArcGIS. You can use ArcGIS server. This is nothing but a software which it has to reside on a server. And if you have the connectivity to that, anybody you can browse through a web page. So whatever the map which I have shown the earlier slide, which was created using the mobile mapping, we try to upload on a server and we try to access this. So all the buttons in the here, when you see on the top right, you have the buttons. So that is for the zoom in, zoom out, full extent, previous, previous extent, previous extent, identification, all the things, whatever you are trying to see. But this is not a mobile GIS software. It is nothing but a GIS. We try to host the data, whatever it has been captured using the mobile mapping on a server, and we are trying to access the same data from the internet. So that is what it is happening in this is nothing but the internet GIS or web GIS, we call it. Okay, coming to this small exercise, small application which I wanted to share with you. What we tried, we wanted to see the mobile mapping thing for a small part of a sector in Gurgaon. So this is a QuickBird image. This is a 60 centimeter resolution image. We took a small one sector of Gurgaon adjacent to Delhi. This side is Delhi, just adjacent to Delhi we have taken. In that also we have taken a small part. We try to create a plot level information. So we have taken this, see what we have taken the satellite data and we have created a parcel level information, plot level information system using the satellite data. So this is what I was trying to tell. So all the data, whatever we wanted to create, it is not good to do everything in the field. What we have to do, we have to take the satellite data, create the database before going to the field. First create that, and whatever the attributes or new things which has come up after this satellite data, which maybe the satellite data may be 6 months old, maybe after that some development must have come. So such new things which has come, it has to get updated in the using the mobile mapping. So that's what we have tried. So this is this red lines what you are seeing. Therefore, these two parts of this sector we try to do this mobile thing. So the whatever the thing I will try to fit the full sector. That's why it is trying to, we are not able to see the detail. If I zoom in, you will be able to see the, so these are the pictures, these are the two parts which I was trying to tell you. So you will have some green areas, this is the park, this is the medium density residential area, roads in colony, vacant land. So many things will see, many things what we get in the field that you can update using the mobile mapping thing. So next slide, if you see, yeah, I tried to zoom in for a part of this. In fact, we try to fit again, still you can, now if you see, you can see the individual houses. These are the individual houses you can see, and there are some empty plots. There are, so all these things which you can try to, still you can zoom in. So this we try to zoom in up from the QuickBird image. So once, sorry, yeah, and what are the, I was trying to tell, we had a data of 2007 data was there. So that because QuickBird data is also expensive, you can't buy every 6 months or 1 year. So we have taken this QuickBird data. With using the QuickBird data, we created the plot level information system. Then we have taken two pockets here. Then we did a field work subsequent to the database creation in the office. So what exactly we were trying to do? So we took the satellite data and we prepared this map using this high resolution data. Using the QuickBird data, we tried to create a plot level information. All plots were made. And after this, we copied all the vector data to the mobile mapping unit. It's very simple. You don't need to worry. Once you have a mobile mapping unit, you just connect it to your PC. You will have a USB port connectivity. You just connect it to the PC. Automatically, it will be detected. So once you synchronize the data, you can copy from, like as you copy from your mobile to the system or from the system to the mobile. Like this, you can copy the vector data and as well as the raster data to mobile mapping unit. We have copied this. From there, we have gone to the field and we have updated the location and attributes of the object. Whatever the doubtful thing was there, we tried to update this. Then after doing this updation, we have come back, copied the updated thing to the, again to the original database. So even you could have done through the wireless mechanism also, but we have done through the wired mechanism. After coming back from the field work, we just updated. So finally you will get an updated map. So first you will make the database, that is the plot level information system. Then you will copy to the mobile mapping unit, go to the field, activate your GPS, you will know where you are standing, whatever the new things which has come, you just try to update. So this is what, if you see here there was a lot of empty plots were there were no houses here. But subsequently when we went to the field, this has been done. So basically in recently Andhra Pradesh government was also trying to do this mobile mapping exercise, wanted to give this mobile mapping units to their town planning officials. Whenever they go to the field, they just do the updation in the field. Once they come back, they can update it straight, or with the wireless thing, they can update it in the server. So basically when you go to the field, you should utilize the time of the and the expertise, whatever you gather data, you have to do that, and then your map should get updated. So that's what it is being done in this exercise. So now if you can see this slightly detailed thing. So yellow color means these are the houses which were there in 2007, but we went to the field later, the red things has come up. These are the new houses which has come up later. So such sort of exercise can be used for maybe property taxation. We don't know how many new houses has come. So for property taxation, people can use it. So these are the new houses which are already constructed, and this blue color means which are under construction. These are the houses which are under construction. So you know what are the houses which are constructed and which is construction is going on. So automatically your database becomes updated. So otherwise what is happening, the maps gets outdated. So the essence is lost. But if the field, when the persons, when they are visiting the field, whatever their knowledge, whatever the information they have gathered, when they update it into the database, the database becomes more accurate and more efficient also. It will serve the purpose. So like this, for the other pocket, told you there were two pockets. This is the other pocket. Yellow means these are the houses which were there in 2007. In 2008, these houses has come and some more are there. And we used this instrument, that is the SX Blue instrument, because this has this Gagan capability. So we have used this instrument for doing this. Okay. I wish to share one exercise which was carried out for Delhi by Infotech company. This is basically for the utilities, especially mobile mapping is more useful when you do for high resolution data and high resolution mapping, especially for the utilities like electricity, water supply, your street lights, your poles, you have transformers, like this very detailed thing, like this for the water supply, you have the walls, chambers, lot of things, which it is not available on this, which is not on the visible on the satellite image, even using the high resolution data, it is not visible. For example, a chamber is there on a road. It is also concrete, the road is also concrete, nothing, it is not going to be visible for you. So that's why for things like this, which has to be, we have to get information from the field, this has to be gathered. And this is one small thing which I wanted to share with you for the New Delhi Power Limited. This has been done for Delhi, for the north and northwest. What I wanted to tell you, if you can see the work involved for creating the utilities. For example, that is 66 kV network, overhead is running around 250 kilometers, underground is running for 10 kilometers, 33 kV network, overhead 125 kilometers, underground 110 kilometers, 11 kV, overhead 1700 kilometers, underground 1400. So it's a huge data has to be created, huge data. And the LT network is 30,000 kilometers. Means every road has the electric supply. So everything, if you add, it will come to a big number. For things like this, using just the satellite data will not serve the purpose. Here, we have to take a solution or technology. We have to take advantage of the technology, especially the mobile mapping thing, and you have to create this database for this. So, and finally, if you see here, I want to tell you the asset base includes 72 EHV grids, 2,650 substations, 4,300 transformers. So this mapping of the transformers, because transformer is not very big and it may be lying on top of a pole also. So it's difficult to just do with the satellite data. We have the only option is nothing but the mobile mapping, which you have to do it. Using this, you can do the transformers mapping. And the next thing, if you see, it is 1.8 lakh poles, 1.8 lakh poles, 27,000 street lights. See the amount of work which is involved in this database creation. Just doing with the satellite data, it will take other than we have to use the mobile mapping to create a database of this extent and huge databases. Okay, another thing is, whatever, it is not just creation of one time. So this is again this of the same thing. You do have all the database here. There is some web application running, there is a SCADA application, SAP is running. All these things is nothing but part of the whole electricity supply GIS. And if you see on the top bottom left, there is a mobile application also. This is basically when they go to the field, the staff of the electricity department, they use this mobile thing, and this gets, and with the wireless connectivity, the database, it gets updated into the database also. And all these things, once you are updating this into the database, the whole thing can be used even for the network analysis, SAP, SCADA, everybody will use, even for the billing system can be used. So whenever the field staff go there, whatever they collected, which is very much relevant, they just update into the database directly. So with some authentication, the database gets updated. So people are using it for electricity supply work. This is a real exercise which has been carried out in Delhi. That's what I wanted to share you. And this is nothing but the mobile mapping thing which is done. It is the point-to-point integration, bi-directional communication. Means it is not a one-way communication, because it has the voice facility also. People from the office also can call them, and from here they can call. And you have the data sync tools for importing and exporting of the data, which I was trying to tell you earlier also. Data of required choice can be carried to the field for analysis. They don't need to carry all the data. Only the part, whichever it is required, they can do it. Otherwise, if something they want to get it, even with the help of the wireless communication, they can download from the server, or they can view from the server. Only changes, modification carried out at field or synchronized. It is not the whole the database. So when they come back, when they synchronize, all the data doesn't get synchronized. Only the changes which has taken place gets synchronized. So that's what I wanted to highlight. When you have huge data like this for electricity or water supply network, you have to use advanced technology like mobile mapping for getting this information. And they have used a software called Small World. This is also a powerful software for utilities, which has been used for creation of this database. So this is one practical exercise which I wanted to show you. And the other one is the Manu, trying to tell you, it is nothing but the mapping the neighborhood of Uttarakhand. You must be remembering Kedarnath. After the Kedarnath incident, Department of Science and Technology with ISRO and other collaborating agencies, they wanted to map what is the extent of damage. So to go to so interior areas is very difficult. So that's why they had mechanism. Students of some universities, they have taken their help. They have got, and a small Samsung mobile has been given with an Android based Samsung mobile has been given, and customized application has been given to them. So they go to the field, collect the data regarding the damage which has stayed into the server which is there at NRSC. So all the data which has been collected, it got updated into the servers at NRSC. So I don't wish to go in detail of this. If somebody is interested, you can get in touch with us for more detail. But what I wanted to highlight is, it is not just mobile mapping units like big ones like this only we have to do. But the advantage is, we have a mobile GIS software also residing here. There are some advantages. So, but you have to pay the cost for it. No, I don't want it. It's only the data collection, like the disaster which has happened, where so you can create some customized questionnaires. You can collect the data from them. It is nothing but the crowdsourcing. So you are going to gather the data from good number of volunteers or the enumerators. You can get the data and it gets updated into the server, and finally you will have a good database. That is the basic advantage of to have this crowdsourcing or WebGIS application. Okay, and it is not just, this is one small thing which I wanted to show you. So once you create this, maybe you can create it as a track log. Track log means you want to create a road network. For example, you put your receiver, there is no road network and you don't have a new satellite data. So walking there, it will take a lot of time. Put your receiver on the top of your vehicle and mounted on your vehicle. Take the reading. So automatically a track log will be created. So this track log from track log you can convert into a shape file. From shape file you can convert into a KML. Once you have a KML file, you can put into our Google Earth, or you can put it to the Google Bhuvan, whatever it is. So it is left for your requirement. Whatever your requirement is, the technology is not a limitation. It is left for you. You try to find out what is your requirement. The technology is there to give you a solution. So basically, this is what I was trying to do. There are a lot of conversion options. You can convert from one format to other. That is, the importing or exporting is available with all the mobile mapping software. So once you have a mobile mapping unit, the mobile GIS software, you can do the conversions to whatever the format you wanted. So next, so this is the picture which we have taken for IIRS. What we tried to walk along the campus with the mobile mapping unit. So we just took line. This is nothing but a line which was created. So once the line is created, it is nothing but the line has been created. So we try to convert from track log to a shape file, from shape file to KML. Then you can try to put it onto the Google Earth or whatever, because it's already geo-referenced. You can put wherever you want. So that is the advantage to have it. So finally, just to end it up, I'm just trying to show you. This is the small picture which shows the Gagan footprint. Whatever that is the Indian SBAS. Earlier you must have a lecture of SBAS. This is the Indian SBAS Gagan. This is the footprint of Gagan. That is nothing but the differential corrections which you get it. Receivers like this, which has the Gagan capability, or receiver like this, which has the Gagan capability. You can try to take the help of these receivers. What is the advantage? So once you have this Gagan capability, the accuracy will improve. So that is the advantage to have. So basically you have to decide what is your accuracy requirement, and what is your input data, what is your output formats you want. Depending on that, you have to find out an amicable solution to get your work. So thank you.